Welcome to the No Logic Gaming Podcast, the podcast whether you
cannot beat a crisp, fresh, clickety-click of a can of Celcius.
or you have no logic, you decide.
Not a sponsor.
To my right, we have Rizzy.
It's
Not
good
yet.
to be back.
And to my left, we have Nomi, who already gave his introduction, by the way.
What up, dog?
What's up? How you been? Doing okay?
I'm good, man.
Are you feeling crisp and energized?
Oh, so good. It's better than that nasty-ass leftover you had for me.
Listen, okay, hold on. Listen. One thing here.
Let's get it started.
Let's get this started.
I have a rage.
A rage?
I have a rage.
You're always raging. You're always raging. Listen. I can't handle a Celcius. Okay, it's 200 grams of caffeine.
That's 2 cups of coffee
in that bitch. Okay,
that's 2 cups of coffee.
It's too much caffeine at once. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna drink
That's
a
2
Celsius.
cups of coffee.
Can I drink a Celsius and then we'll split it? He goes, okay. And I was like, wow, my loving cousin is willing to share a Celsius with me. And I was like, cool, okay, all right. So I drank the Celsius. I had a few sips, as you can see. That's not the can here. But I drank like 1/4 of it. And I was like, I'm good.
That's not what I'm questioning.
I
don't care how much you drank. I don't care how much of it was gone, how much I did not or did get.
And
it doesn't matter to me.
150 milligrams back to him. And he goes, it's already been opened. The fizz is gone. The bubbles are gone. He's like Drebin from Metal Gear Solid 4. He's like the quote, once the bubbles are gone, I ain't got no use for it. That's him.
I'm a carbonation connoisseur.
Connoisseur? What does that even mean?
I like.
Wait,
I
where
like
the frick is y'all's like Halloween costumes?
What costumes?
Listen to me. We'll do that next time. I like the mask was $6. Just calm the fuck down. It's okay. It'll be fine. We'll be okay. I was Jason. From what movie is he from?
Shit, wait.
That one movie
Friday the
there?
13th?
Don't ask me. I don't know.
Friday the 13th. That's
Sure,
Jason.
Jason from that's all I was. So imagine that. We'll add it in After Effects and later on.
Wait, or is that Michael Myers?
We'll just put a mask on later
That's
on.
Michael Myers.
I don't know, man. It's like in Halloween, everything just joins together. Everything's just one big old glob of just villains.
It's the guy with the
murderers.
It's the guy with the hockey mask.
Yeah.
There
But
you
get
go.
back to your caffeine connoisseur.
Yeah, I'm a caffeine connoisseur. I don't know if that's a thing, but now I just made it a thing.
And carbonation.
Carbonation connoisseur.
That's what I'm. That's carbonation.
Yeah, because
connoisseur.
caffeine can also not be carbonated.
Exactly, you're right. Absolutely right. Because coffee. Yeah. So I like the feeling of a really, really cold can. I'm even opposed to the bottles. I like a can because it makes it even colder than it should be. You just pop it open and you hear that fizz and you hear that pop, that click. Exactly, and that's what Coca-Cola basically made their brand off of.
You still hear it in the commercials.
You still hear it in the commercials. And once you have that open, you did the open, you see the little mist pop out of the can, you take a sip, and it is the most beautiful and refreshing and the most amazing taste you can ever have. And that second one is half as good. And that third one is half as good as the second one. And that fourth one is half as good as that third one. And it just loses its luster as it goes down exponentially. It just loses the power and the cold and the fizz. It just goes away, man.
Now what about?
And so when you give me a can of Celsius that's been open, I only drink 1/4 of it. He should still have 150 milligrams of caffeine still left. That doesn't fucking matter to me, bro.
It's designed to wake you up. That's what it's for.
No, that's not what it. That doesn't matter to. I am, like I said, a carbonation connoisseur.
Okay, so what about if you have, he gave you 3/4 of a can. Now, what if it's 3/4 of a can that was left out for 10 minutes also?
Dude, I would punch him in the face. That's a punchable offense right there.
Those 10 minutes are very crucial.
That's a punchable offense. You need to drink. Still so good. Because how long has the podcast been going on for? Maybe 3 minutes. It's still fucking good. It's delicious. Okay. But in 10 minutes, this is going to be garbage. I'm going to sip on it because I've opened it and I paid for it. So now it's about the money at that point. I need to get my money.
Why was it about the money when I gave it to you?
No, because I have some left. and the one that was open, that's yours, man. You keep it.
Could you imagine?
I've gifted it to you.
Listen, I'll be honest
Pay
with you.
the taxes before
Celcius, you should sponsor. If anything, you should sponsor Nomi because he's like he sold this to a T.
Kumbaya.
So that means your version of a scary movie would be someone gave you half a can of Celsius.
Oh my
that's
god,
flat.
that ranked number one horror movie of all time for me.
Flat Celsius.
Flat Celsius. Exactly. So that's my argument. That's all I want. I know that you actually took the time to give me like 1/4, like you drink 1/4. You gave me 3/4 of that can. I appreciate that. Like that's a good gesture.
You didn't mention
that's
it before.
That's a good gesture, but you're a fucking retard because you shouldn't do that. You didn't mention it before. That's not nice.
Listen, I would argue with you more, but you redeemed yourself by providing us a good movie this time.
Oh yeah, the movie. So it was between Sinister. I was like, so last week I gave them the dumbest movie ever that I had to like. I was scrolling through TikTok. 3 random people recommended this movie called No One Will Save You. And I'm like, oh, this looks like a good horror movie.
I forgot the name too.
It's October. It's close to Halloween. We can watch a movie. We'll talk about it on the podcast. It'll be good content. I recommended the movie. I watched like 20 minutes of it and then I started forwarding through it. And I was so sorry about... I'm like, I apologized on the text. I apologized in person. I'm like, I'm so sorry I made you go through this shit.
And
we're not even gonna watch it on the. We're not gonna mention it on the podcast. We're gonna. That was a burp. If it didn't go through the mic, that was my whole point. So today, not today, but yesterday, I was like, bro. We need to do another one. I need to redeem myself after what a shit show I gave you guys.
You made his wife watch that crappy movie.
Yeah,
too.
but I also told him to tell his wife to watch this one, and she didn't. This was the good one.
Yeah, what gives?
Listen to me, Care.
Yeah,
that's his wife's name, Care. This is to you. You need to watch Host. I'm sorry about the last one, bro, but you need to watch this one. It's actually good. Everybody gets one chance, okay? I fucked up one time. I get it. But
you get one do-over?
You get one
do-over.
I'm Mulligan, man. Come on.
Wait, you didn't give me a do-over.
You don't deserve one. You don't deserve one.
Never give me a do-over.
You don't deserve one. Okay, so this movie is called Host. It was between Sinister and Host, and I was like, look, I messed up on the last week podcast. Last week movie recommendation. I don't want to mess up this time, so even if it's a messed up movie, at least it'll be short. So I picked a shorter one between the two. So it was Sinister or Host. Host was 1 hour and 5 minutes running time. I'm like, that's perfect. Even if it's not good, at least you didn't waste more than 1 hour,
right?
Or like a little more than 1 hour on this movie, right? So I picked that. I just made the executive decision to pick Host, and what a fucking incredible movie this was. It was so damn good, and it was so scary. Oh my god. What did you guys think of it?
Well, for those who don't know,
I'm gonna stop
Host,
talking now.
Yeah, I was like, can you just shut the fuck up?
Sip on my Celcius, because it's losing its lust. It's losing its power.
It's like, oh no, one is not better than the last. Okay, so Host, I liked it. So for those of you who haven't watched Host, it's a movie that was made during quarantine, and it's based off of just Zoom meetings, and then it's like what 6-7 people that are on this call.
5 people.
Mm-hmm.
5 people
on this call, right?
5 friends.
Yeah, 5 friends during quarantine. They're bored.
Yeah.
Right? They're bored and they want to kind of spice things up during the quarantine because you know what I mean? You're just indoors
What
all
are you
day.
doing? Yeah, you're just bored. You have no work. Well, you have work, but it's kind of like, what the hell am I doing with my work?
Like work from home.
Work from home. It's like you have so much time you didn't even know you had before, you know?
How bored do you have to be to perform a seance?
Oh my god.
They got a witch on this thing, dude. They got a witch who was a friend of Haley, and Haley was like, "Hey, friends, let's just do a seance." Because I mean, what better way to spice up your quarantine?
Spoiler alert, if we do mess up something, if we do spoil something, I want you guys to watch it. It's really good if you haven't seen it yet.
It's well worth
but
watching.
Spoiler alert from here on out, because this guy doesn't understand spoilers. Okay, go ahead.
Absolutely not. We're gonna go right through this. So they got a witch on here. Okay, they got a witch now.
Is she a witch, or is she just like one of those psychics and fortune teller people? I wouldn't call her a witch.
Well, no, witch is not okay. It's not so much of a bad thing. So like, witch could be from like the religion of the Wiccan. You know what I mean? Where they believe in like
you're just going over my head with the
spells and tarot cards and connecting
so
to
tarot cards are
that's
isn't that like fortune telling stuff?
Yeah. So there you go, right? So it has to do with that. So a witch gets like a bad rep, but
Essentially, essentially she's a medium. She helps talk to the other side.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. Right, and it was designed to connect with those who have pardoned from the earth. So there was a whole bunch of, like, I would say, I don't know, teenage frat friends who wanted to be all, genius, like, oh, let me just pretend to make up a ghost.
Yeah.
Apparently, during the seance, this one girl, what's her name again? Not
Gemma.
Gemma.
Yeah.
Gemma. She pretended to make up a ghost that used to abuse her, which her ex-boyfriend who passed on from this earth.
I mean, before you get into the nitty gritty of the movie, can you give me like top like thoughts about the movie? What did you think about it overall?
It's just to wrap it up.
You're going through the movie.
No, not the entire one.
Okay.
And this is wrap up.
Okay.
So they invite this demon spirit.
Yeah.
And then it starts fucking shit up.
Yeah.
Pretty much everyone dies.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, bro! What the fuck,
Wait,
man?
my bad.
You can't say
You
that.
already said spoiler in the beginning.
That's a bigger spoiler than
Oh,
the
okay.
man.
Bigger
Luckily, we
spoiler.
warned the audience that this was going to happen. So
Yeah.
here you go.
Here you go. Everyone dies.
Can't keep his
Anyways,
big mouth shut.
it was very good. It was really good.
I really liked, that it was a simplistic way of performing it.
Yeah.
It's a Zoom meeting, right?
Yeah.
Everyone knows what a Zoom meeting is pretty much in this day and
Yeah.
age, and then all of a sudden, you see things happening to other people. You
So
can't
good.
explain it, right? Somehow the connections don't really die out, which was nice, except in one particular case. I won't spoil what happened there. Blue.
At this point, we've gone past that.
But no, it's performed in a really nice way. The casting characters, they actually did use Zoom software to do the filming for this, so it was
they recorded it on Zoom.
It was very authentic the way it was presented, which was very fun to see. Just the way the action scenes were performed, the actual horror scenes themselves, done in a very nice way.
So good.
There was nothing over the top about it, but it had a very thriller aspect to it, which I really liked.
So and dude, that third act of the movie, it was just like balls out crazy.
Oh,
it's
dude.
like, I am not fucking around. I am a demon, and I will fuck every one of you guys up.
I didn't understand what was going on in that looping scene where that I forget the girl's name, but she just kept on doing the same thing, like in her pajamas.
Right. So basically, she recorded herself do this, and then she kept that video as her background. You know how in Zoom you can blur your background, you can choose the Eiffel Tower, you can choose this, so she made a video of herself recording herself doing this, doing that, sitting on the bed. And so that's her background.
Oh,
and
that
it's
makes
on loop.
sense.
It keeps
And
repeating.
it keeps looping. Because the background keeps looping. As long as the video it'll just keep looping that
And so
video.
at that one scene in the third
And you
act
can-
where they think that's her, that's really just the background performing.
Loop going,
That
and that's why
wasn't
you see her
actually-
just getting just
Yeah, because that's
Right,
really her.
yeah.
That's the real her getting smashed
on her
just bloodied up.
computer keyboard.
Oh my god, she had a gruesome death.
Since Emma was getting disrespected, by the way, just big time. And then on top of that, that filter with the little like tongue coming out.
Yeah.
It kept on coming
Like
out.
a serpent.
Yeah.
Dude, I love this movie. It was so good.
The jump scares.
I do the jumps. So well
Very
made.
well done.
So good, dude. I was genuinely like, oh my god. I was just like crawled back up into my sofa. I was just like couch. I was like, ah.
Were you holding a teddy bear?
No, I was holding nothing. I was just kind of like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? She's opening the door. She's opening the door.
He was
What's gonna
crushing his
happen?
can of Celcius.
Yeah. No. I wasn't doing that.
It was maybe an empty can at that point.
I was eating a burger. I'd finished it really quickly, even before the movie started.
The burger was smushed. But I'll say this: the jump scares were really well done. Even because here's the thing: it's like nowadays a lot of like scary movies they don't do so well in terms of jump scares, but this one for some reason, I think because it had that little lost footage element to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's lost footage sort of, because they do pick up the laptops or webcams and they
Yeah.
walk
Mhm.
around the house.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool, and I love it was just all Zoom stuff. It was
Yes.
all like you can
Yeah,
see the
everything
whole
was Zoom.
borders. And,
Yeah.
everything was just Zoom, and they did this during COVID.
Yes.
Yeah.
They literally made this movie during COVID, so none of them actually got together to like rehearse or act together at all at any point.
It's very
Directors, the editors. Everybody was literally quarantined.
Everything
to
was
their homes.
remote.
Yeah, they would record the footage, send it to the editor, send it to the director, figure it out from there. The VFX team did their own thing later on.
Wow.
The girl who got picked up and dropped into the pool and died.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Is the same girl who did the stunt when the other girl fell off through the window and dropped onto the picnic table. Emma. So the actor was the same.
Oh,
It was the same
okay.
actor, but they made it where it's like, oh, so what they did was it was really cool. Whenever you see like a remember Teddy, the guy,
Yeah, and his wife Ginny.
yeah. So Teddy, like when he started like doing all of this, when he's running into his barn or whatever the fuck, wherever he was, every time the video went dark, they would transition to a different video on somebody else's house.
Right.
To show the demon, and then they would transition back to his house. But we wouldn't be able to tell. We would just think it's one continuous video the way it was edited. It was really, and he really set himself on fire.
That was
For
real?
Yeah. What? Because he is I think he's one of the he's a specialist. He's like a pyrotechnic. He's
like a stuntman.
He knows his shit.
Okay.
So he did it himself, and he recorded it, and he sent the video to be part of the movie.
Well, it looked very realistic, and I guess that was for a reason.
Well, yeah.
This movie was like geniusly made, man. And during COVID, it was amazing.
And the whole thing was shot in 12 weeks.
Is it really?
Really, it only
Holy
took 12 weeks of filming
crap.
remotely to get it all
That's
completely done.
Wow, that's insane. So
Okay.
okay, let's just air this out right now.
Break down the story. Who's Jack? What do you want to air out?
No, wait, what do you mean?
Jack is the guy, right? The made up person that Gemma makes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but what I want to air out is this. I've been trying to get these two to do a seance with me for like the longest time, and for some reason we can't. Like he won't give in.
No, I'm not doing a seance. This is stupid. I know it's not real, or even if it's real, I don't even want to risk 1% of that
The
shit.
host is
You're
the
not
worst
doing
case-
this shit in my house.
It's the worst case scenario. Host is the worst case scenario. We have an attic, right? We can do it up there. There's a lot of insulin.
Look, if you want to make a low budget horror movie in my house, I'm happy to do that. But we're not doing a fucking seance. You're not bringing a Ouija board, any devilish like evil shit. You're not bringing it into this house.
So he's not like putting any symbols on the carpet.
Nothing. You
Writing
I
it in
swear I
blood.
will stab you if you do anything like that.
Listen. If all we have to do on the Ouija board, there's a place on the bottom right. I think it just says goodbye.
Did it
We just
work?
say
Did it
goodbye.
work on the Zoom meeting?
Listen.
They cut the rope. It didn't work.
Speaking of-
they all died.
speaking of the-
Spoiler, like you said.
Speaking of the Zoom meeting, they did a real one at the end of it. Did anything happen? No, nothing bad happened.
Listen, I don't want to risk it, even if there's a 1%
Risk
chance.
what?
I'm not risking evil spirits in my fucking house, bro.
Wait, what's it gonna do? Steal your snacks?
Yes, I need my snacks.
That's a horror movie right there.
He's gonna
My
open this.
his fridge is
My
empty.
Celcius.
He's gonna open the Celcius. There's just gonna be water inside.
He's like, this house is haunted. What demon resides in here?
What did Blue do?
What did
Blue ruined my life.
Listen. If you were to haunt someone, like for example, how would you haunt Rizzy and myself? We'll just go down the road.
I don't think he would haunt me. I mean, I would actually invite him over for snacks and Celsius and stuff.
It's like you have a pentagram with a Celsius in the middle.
Yeah, just leave some stuff out for him. It's like, here, come enjoy.
I'd be like Casper the Friendly Ghost. I wouldn't do anything bad.
Hey,
to
what
you
if we
guys.
invite Casper in? That'd be fine.
No, but what if we don't?
we invite Jack instead.
Yeah, bro. You don't know. It's like a random roulette. I don't know what's gonna happen.
So I didn't. There's only one jump scare that really got me, and that was when Teddy went in the attic, and that demon just like real quick.
Teddy went into the. Teddy didn't go into the attic.
There was a man that went into the attic, or was that someone else?
The girl went to the attic.
The girl went to the attic.
But there wasn't a jump scare there. It was you see feet.
Yeah, like someone was hanged.
Someone
in
was
there.
hanging there, but then she zoomed back to it and nothing was there.
No, there was another one. No, I don't think it was an attic one, but it was like in the corner. It just shot up real quick, and then the scene changed. But that was the only one that got me. The ending one didn't get me though. The ending didn't get me.
The one with the actual face.
Yeah, there was two that showed the
I
actual
do
face.
like how the ending occurred though.
Yeah.
With the
Dude, I hate every time she took a picture from that damn camera. I was like, oh, it's like it's coming. Oh, there's.
I mean, you knew to anticipate.
I'm
what was
just
gonna
like,
happen.
yeah, but I hated it. I didn't know what. I'm like, maybe 3 clicks, it's gonna happen. 4 clicks, it's gonna happen. 5 clicks. I'm just waiting for it to happen, and I'm just staring at that chair. You can barely see it. You can barely make it out in that darkness. And I'm like, Come on now, I'm here. My eyes are open. Let's do this. End it. And she kept clicking, got closer, and clicking, and got closer. And then at the end, she's like, ah. And I'm like, oh, there's the monster.
And then it said, thank you for joining the Zoom meeting. And I like how there's even like a portion where it says like you're running out of time.
Yeah.
Upgrade now. I was
Yeah,
like, wow, that's
there's
very-
10 minutes left.
Attention to
authentic.
detail. Yeah, very, very, very well done. Very well
It was also
done.
pretty cool. For the end credits, they scroll down, all the Zoom members, and that was the end
That's
credits.
so cool.
That's really
That
cool.
was
man.
very
That
cool.
was so cool.
That was
I-
innovative for
very
sure.
well, very well done. Very well
Good
done.
job, host, man.
Very, very good
What?
job. Very
You
good job.
legit scared the shit out of me. Like, I don't like scary movies. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't like them either.
I'm legit scared of them, and this movie scared the shit out of me. But I have fun with it.
Yeah.
It was really good. It was a good story.
And you
Like,
wrapped it up really quickly too.
yeah, and it was it was a really good story, man. Like, that's usually horror movies just they kind of die out during the second and third act when you're trying to reveal some of the you're trying to make it make sense,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which really is really hard with horror movies. It's
Yeah.
like, what
Yeah.
the fuck is this demon doing? What is this? What this was so well made.
Yeah.
So well made. Genius, man.
So
And
Jordan-
now I know never to do a seance over Zoom either.
Never doing
Well,
a seance ever. Not even Zoom.
I was gonna
Fuck
say-
seances.
I was gonna say, join us next week when we hire a
medium?
medium.
Let the peaceful dead be peacefully dead.
Let the peaceful
Don't bring them in. They're happy where they are. I'm happy where I am.
Yeah, I can-
I'll see them later.
I can imagine. You know how the ghost tried to moved Haley's chair all the way to the back. I imagine the same thing
That
happening.
was so nice the way they did that.
Oh my god!
I imagine
man.
the same thing happening to Nomi, and then the ghost can't move it. It's just
But the chair's on wheels.
it's just like.
You guys
But,
hear someone straining in the background?
No, but speaking of innovation, have you guys seen the
Segue.
trailer?
Not obvious.
Have you guys seen the trailer for Ill?
I did
Yes.
see it, man.
Oh my god, it was released 2 weeks ago.
What is ill?
Ill is a hyper realistic video game that's in the works right now, and it is operating off of Unreal Engine 5,
Mm.
which is the newest of engines on Unreal Engine. And I don't know why I'm like a Donald Trump right now. It's the newest engine. I don't know why I'm doing that right now.
It's great. It's good.
It's great. It's
Huge.
good.
Huge.
I don't know why I was doing that. No, but oh my god,
Billions
dude.
of dollars.
And it's only costing me a few $1 million. No, but this game, oh my, the beginning of it, that ghoul creature that walks in,
Oh my god, dude.
I'm getting goosebumps.
My
dude.
my heart sank as soon as I saw that vision of him opening the door and trying to look for you.
Yes.
And then just kind of like it looks so real.
Yeah.
Yes.
This monstrous thing was so big, and he's just looking for you, and he's just like,
And it had this tiny
Where
little
did you
bell
go?
in its hand.
yeah, he's like, it's dinner time.
Oh my god, dude. And then like it reminded me a little bit about Resident Evil 7.
Okay, yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Because you're in a house.
It gives you
and
that vibe.
that little bit of a vibe.
Yeah.
But oh my god, dude, this game and the best part about it, indie developers.
Project Cloud.
Project Clout. Like they have their own Patreon. I want to fund it now. Like it's so well done.
Absolutely.
It's like and I can't wait for it. So there's no release date, right?
Currently, no. It still says to be announced on Steam.
Okay.
But as we all know, with some of the greatest games out there, they do take a while to
They
get
do
made.
take. I mean, the way this game looks, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I will wait for it until it's perfected by them,
Yes,
because this looks like something I really want to get into.
that's true.
I am terrified of movies and games that are horror in genre.
Yeah.
But man, this looks so good.
Right. The first 20 seconds just encaptures you for some reason.
God.
Just that first scene with the door.
Yeah.
And then-
what
and then that-
was it in vertical mode? Are they doing it from their phone or
I have
something?
no idea.
Like,
Maybe you're recording him. You know, you're
Yeah.
recording him.
It might be from the view of the person that saw it, like the monster. You know,
Okay.
they might have been seeing it through their phone or something.
Oh, dude, I just got chill. I can't wait we should play it on the podcast.
You should definitely play.
Yeah.
As soon as it's out.
Fun.
It'd be really, 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 really good. And it's like I love things like these where it's like because it's indie developed, there's no pressure from the outside world. I mean from the companies that are above them.
Yeah, but it's just a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. 'Cause
for
it-
any developer.
one,
No
it's-
pressure, but you have no help.
That's
you have
true.
no other resources.
Well,
Yeah.
one, it's self-funded and it's also crowd-funded too by their fans. They only have like what? I mean, they have it's on their Patreon, right? But it's like
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's not like for like that type of game. I can imagine a huge budget for it. But they're doing it on limited stuff. So this is pure talent that they're doing it off of, because someone behind the scenes knows Unreal Engine to be making that type of freaking game, dude.
Absolutely.
It's very well done just by the trailer. And I love trailers that do this, where they don't show a story one. It's just snippets of the game.
Yeah.
I love trailers like that. And 8 minutes for a trailer? Thank you. Project Clout. Project Clout. Thank you very much.
It looks to be their first game, and if they're keeping up with what we've seen
so
far, it's going to be a major hit.
Wow.
First game.
I don't see anything else released from them.
Dude.
It must be like ex-employees of big company, like just employees of like other studios kind of getting together.
From a larger, well-known studio.
Maybe. It could be that. So they might have some experience. Maybe not. I could be completely wrong.
True. Hey, weren't you an animator at one point?
What was it? Say that again?
Weren't you an animator at one point?
I was a 3D animator, yes. Did do that.
Would you ever make your own like indie horror game?
I would love to. I just don't know how to. I would need to watch a lot of videos. I would need to get a course in Unreal Engine or whatever.
Baby excuse.
I would need to do a lot of just
research.
But why can't you in this day and age? Baby excuse.
Man, it's just life is busy, man. Life is just busy.
You're not gonna say it. You're not gonna say it this time.
I mean, that's one part of it. Is life is busy.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a baby.
Do you have a baby?
And she's not even one, and she doesn't sleep at nights. If she slept at night, I would definitely do something.
Because nighttime is when you really thrive, right?
Dude, 12 o'clock, midnight.
The next day.
Yeah, is when I thrive.
Especially after you pop open a Celcius.
No, I don't do that at night. No, I don't do that at night.
A nice cold Celsius on the darkest of moons.
No. By the way, Celsius update. It's 1/64th of what it right now.
The fact that
1/64th, 1/64th the power.
Okay.
I'm just drinking it for the money's worth, the money content now, basically.
Because you don't want to waste.
I don't want to waste the money I spent on it.
You know, the people who promote Celsius are like athletes, and like Jake Paul, he promotes it.
I mean, you can call me an athlete. That's fine. I'm okay.
But you see here, it's essential energy, accelerates metabolism, and it burns body fat.
That's pretty cool, I guess.
Celsius.
You know what I would love to create if I had the time and the resources and the knowledge?
Mm-hmm.
Silent Hill, the first one. I don't know if you have ever played it, but it is one of the greatest horror games I have ever played. So it was kind of like a competition in my head between Resident Evil and Silent Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Resident Evil 1 came out, Silent Hill came out, and I'm like, oh my god, Silent Hill just trumped the fucking shit out of Resident Evil 1.
It did, I'll say that.
And then Resident Evil 2 came out, became one of my favorite games. Silent Hill 2, oh my god, just redid everything and made it so much better. So Silent Hill is like one of my favorite horror games of all time. It takes me back to a time where games were really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Games were really hard.
Oh, yeah.
They would not handhold you in any way.
You had to try.
There's no clue. There's nothing.
Dude, there is absolutely nothing. You're just dropped into this gigantic town called Silent Hill.
Cheryl? Where are you? it's always Cheryl for some reason.
They drop you in this gigantic town, and it's just an open map. You can go to the school, you can go to the hospital, you can go to the whatever the fuck, and to advance in the game and get the story, keep the story going along, you have to just find this one little trigger that moves the story along. You don't know where the fuck it is.
Smallest thing.
The smallest tiny. I was supposed to check a locker in a school, and that's how you advance the story to move forward to get to the next thing. I don't know where the fuck this locker is. I didn't even know I was supposed to be the school. I'm running around in the hospital with scary zombie nurses. Like, what is happening?
I like how in Silent Hill, the first one, they drop you in this alley, and then you have this little lighter.
Yeah,
that's like your little field of vision.
Yeah. Oh,
and then you find this being hanging on a crucifix, basically. What kind of place is this? And you're being stabbed by these like little like demon things,
dude. And of course, because the graphical power wasn't there for Silent Hill,
so it makes it even more scary.
Yeah, because you couldn't, because it was fog. Silent Hill was just a foggy game.
It's tank control.
And you can't see like 10 feet in front of you.
No, it wasn't even fog. It was a fucking forest fire, dude. There's so much fog. It's unbelievable, dude.
It is hilarious because it didn't have the graphical power to show you the whole thing.
Yeah.
You were just the character and just like, here's a couple of things around you. If you want to look at more things, just walk around.
You know,
And then random bats and enemies would just attack you. And I would hate those because you have a pipe or you have like random weird weapons to like.
yeah. No, actually, I heard that the what is it? The pipe is the best weapon in the game. Apparently,
Really?
it's better than the gun because you can just freaking
Melee on someone.
you just like you're beating.
It was
them
really
like-
hard to aim with the gun in that
baby
game.
Yeah, no, it really was because it's like there was no laser thing. It was tank control, and the camera was just like it was just all around like a.
But Silent Hill is one of the best horror games ever, and that is why it makes that's my best horror game of all time. And you would have thought I would have said Resident Evil or something, but no.
Because you did say 2 was a staple in your life.
Yeah, it was.
What's your favorite horror game?
I don't really know if I have a favorite horror game. I mean, really, the only game I've played is Outlast.
You played it?
I've played it. I've watched more of it than I've played.
I mean, that's more understandable.
Yeah.
It's understandable.
But really, that's probably one of the few that I know was very popular for a very long time was Outlast.
Yes.
Just the way it was set up, got a very scary scene. It's set in an environment you wouldn't want to go to even in real life.
Yes.
I don't think if I was investigating anything, I would go to a place like that to find out what happened. Especially then when you find out you're locked
insane
inside.
asylum. Let's go.
I'm not going.
Well, it has a lot of like devilish aspects to it as well. Because as we know, he doesn't like that stuff. But this is a game that we've both played.
No,
Mhm.
to the exorcisms and devils and seances and shit.
As we have this,
Which is
right here.
What do we have?
It's Uncharted 2.
That's
the
Uncharted.
Demon Yeti.
That's okay, man. That's fine. It's just in a book. It's fine. It's all good.
No, but we played this on our channel,
Hmm?
right?
I did.
And
I did not beat it.
I beat it, but it took a year. It was-
You could have beat it. You just stopped.
You did
I
stop.
stopped.
This is pre-baby, so just let
This
you
is
know.
pre-baby.
Yeah, pre-baby. But it
Again,
was-
I'm blaming the baby.
now I have a baby. You know what I mean? So, one really interesting fact about Outlast: it's made by people who are from the horror game niche. The best developers in the horror game industry got together and made this
This was like a horror collaboration.
horror collaboration. It's an indie game. Like, how long does it take to beat it? Apparently,
I think it was like 4 to 5 hours was what the time. I mean, I could be completely
that's
wrong.
if you're not scared, in my opinion, because that game was so scary.
So
dude.
about 9 to 10 hours if you're scared.
It
It said it took you a year. So.
took me a year. And I did stop.
I
But then,
mean, we're not talking about like it took you a year type of thing. It's like how many game hours did it take you?
I think I have like 13 parts, and they're all like
Okay.
12 minutes, something like that.
5 hours. When focusing on the main objectives, Outlast is about 5 hours in length. If you are a gamer that strives to see all the aspects of the game, you are likely to spend around 10.5 hours to obtain 100% completion.
That makes well.
That's still
okay.
not too bad.
Well, I did 10 hours, but I did not get 100%.
Of course not. You suck.
Do you know that was okay? By the way, this was my very first scary game I've ever played. Not Resident Evil.
Outlast?
Not Silent Hill. Outlast was my intro. I started.
What a lucky man.
If I'm what?
Yeah, Outlast is like a child's game
No,
compared
it's
to Resident
not!
Evil. Oh, man.
Dude, I'm starting here. If the sky's the limit,
No. No.
The scary
You're
part?
absolutely wrong. Outlast, with the beautiful graphics it has, the way it looks, you understand how bad games looked back then, and random polygons would scare the shit out of you.
Do you
Those 3D models?
Do you understand what terrible resolution he recorded
Oh
it
my
in?
god, that's actually true. You got me.
we're not doing this.
That
This time.
720p got me.
We've
I'm sorry.
upgraded our everything is upgraded. No
What-
more.
Tell me what resolution Outlast. Silent Hill.
So you took
720p.
so you took a 1080 game, added your 480 face, and recorded it in 720p.
We met in the middle somewhere. But anyways. But I mean, I would say Outlast is my favorite horror game as well, only because it's a freaking nightmare, dude. Like from start to finish, it's a
Mhm.
nightmare.
As much as I played, it wasn't that bad.
I don't know. You seem pretty scared
We
in the
can,
post
pull
that I
up, we,
saw.
can, we can pull up your footage right now and all your jump scares.
Oh, you want to give me a view? Go ahead. Yeah, that was my point.
By the way, like 50% of it is from me because I watched it so many times. Something about you being scared is just really it entertains.
Like I had to pause and stop so many times in those videos.
I saw the cuts.
I'm just like, dude, yeah. Every time I cut, I'm just like taking a breather.
Yeah. I would say the one game I regret not getting the chance to play, even though it only was a demo, was PT.
E.T.
That is one I regret not getting around to when it was available.
Still known as one of the most scariest horror games of all time. Although
it's interesting because you know what's crazy? I freaking saw it on PlayStation Store when it came out, and I didn't download it because I watched other YouTubers do it, like PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. They all played it, right? But guess what? One of these days, once we have the funds for it, don't get started. Once we have the funds for it, we're gonna buy a PS3 with Silent Hill PT downloaded onto it. It is being sold. It's still out there.
Didn't you just buy a PS3?
you just want a PS2. Why didn't you buy one with freaking?
Because they price gouged it like no other.
How much is it?
I don't know, but it's very expensive.
Let's find out how much it
both of
is.
y'all went to yours laptops.
Rizzy's quicker than I am.
It's on eBay.
Yeah, we'll find it on eBay.
Yeah, eBay for Silent Hill PT PS4 for sale.
They're
There's
only
PS4.
asking a Canadian $1,000.
That's like $2 US. It's
No,
fine.
are
That's
you
cheap.
sure? What's the other one that was below for 300 more?
Like a PS4, 500 gig with the Silent Hill
Everybody
PT.
knows Canadian money is not real.
US 700.
Oh, that's not.
Does not include shipping.
How much did you pay for your PS3?
I don't remember.
I'm sure you
I just swiped the
do.
card. No, I promise you I don't. I just swiped the card.
Okay, well,
You're
you're
just-
No, I'm
very,
just joking.
you're very responsible.
No, it was like a 100 something.
Well, how about
120.
you just swipe the card again?
Don't look at the price. Just swipe it.
This one-
Yeah.
No, I mean, because I already have a PS4. It's like I'm gonna buy this one just for PT for a demo.
Well, I mean, it's located in
you
San
are one
Diego.
of the biggest fans of this thing.
I am. I want to do it one day when I'm a little bit more further in my game. You know what I mean?
You're more successful.
No,
No.
I'm already a successful.
Oh, excuse me.
No,
Excuse me.
listen.
I'm sitting next to a star here. I didn't even know.
Listen, you get to be cocky all the time. The one
are you
time
talking
I do it, you're cocky all the time.
Listen, do you have TikTok 90,000 followers?
No, I didn't think so. I have
Exactly.
96. But damn, it's pretty $700. Not bad.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it would actually go for more, but a lot of people have played it. But I feel like in time, as more PS3s die, they'll probably go up more in price, especially for
Probably.
those who actually want to play.
That's true. But it's still relevant, in my opinion.
At least until they actually come out with the actual game.
Very true.
Again,
Or-
like Silent Hill, my favorite game. If they come out with a new one, I am so in. I'm so giddy to play it again. I need Konami to make this game. With or without Hideo, I don't care. Make it again.
Or maybe just have Hideo make a different one.
Nah, he's not gonna make it.
He could.
You're not loyal. I'm just letting you know right now.
I don't care. It's Silent Hill, bro. We need more Silent Hill.
There is
in
one
our
coming.
lives.
Silent Hill F, which will be the 9th release in the series.
What does F mean?
I don't know. It's just called F. Silent Hill F.
Fudge.
Fail. Fail.
Well,
Silent Hill F.
that is
a
what
real
it's
game?
called. That is what the next
It's
one
like
in
a
the series is
PS5
called.
It's gonna be canon, dude.
It is published by Konami. It's in development with Neobards Entertainment. I'm not sure when exactly its release date is, but
Maybe you should make it an Unreal 5.
the premise of the game is set in 1960s Japan.
Yeah.
So,
Whoa.
They're going way back.
I mean, basically, it was announced.
F
in
stands for
October-
feudal.
It was announced
That was
in
lame.
October of 22, and it's the first of 4 Silent Hill projects.
Wow.
So there's still plenty coming.
If they don't have a date, it's not real.
The
That's all
first
I'm
of
saying.
4.
Should be the first of 4.
So GHI are coming afterwards.
I don't know if they'll all be letters after that. Maybe they'll
No,
go
it's
back
gonna
to
be
numbers.
UCK.
That was stupid, man.
Celcius.
Can't wait for it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this episode of No Logic Gaming Podcast. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button and comment down below. Last but not least, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell
ding,
icon
ding
so
bell ding.
you can see what we're making next. Thank you so much again for watching, and we'll catch all of you in the next video.
Bye for now.
See ya.
Have a Celcius.
You really like that shit.
1/28 is the power of this Celsius right now.
You can't be serious about that.
1/128.
You
can't
made the
be
can
serious.
last the
I can't be
entirety of the
serious about
show?
what? Huh? What?
You made the what?
You made the can last the entirety of the show?
Yeah, cause remember, like it's like I'm speeding drinking here, and then I slow down, and then I slow down.
Where are you right now?
I feel like it's like
You know what? I forgot to ask you. What is worse, a can that's half open and given to you, or a can that's poured into a skull mug?
I was being nice to you.
so. The skull mug.
The skull mug is worse because it's poured out.
Yeah, it's poured. It's fizz. The fizz is actually 100% gone.
It's released.
And it's so hard to drink from this thing. Look at it. Like it's not. This is not supposed to. This is for show. Not real mug.
Well, forgive me for doing a nice gesture.
Like this right here. Like this right here.
Uh-huh.
This is not a real mug.
I was drinking that. No, man, we're done with this.
I was wondering when you're gonna throw that.